Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Human Revolution. Man, that casual...
Jaren, is that you?
Yeah,
It was a little chilling.
it was. Okay, so can I get a recap of what just happened? Okay, here's the thing. This game, we've been playing it over a long period of time, so I've lost track of whose names. I've lost track of everybody's names. So that big reveal scene we just saw does not make a lot of sense to me because it was just like...
That was a complicated payload.
Yeah, it was. So, first off, hey, she's not dead! No surprise there.
Mm-hmm.
But she was participating in this intentionally because she thought that the head of this program joined up with this program in order to make sure it didn't succeed so that...
Let me
What?
let me pause on an ebook here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go into this menu.
Yeah.
So I can explain. So, what has just been revealed? An organization which, for our purposes, even if it's not accurate,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of misdirection in this game, I'm just going to call them the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
The Illuminati contacted Hugh Darrow and had a plan in mind. And he was like, I don't like the sound of that, is what he thought. But what he said was, sure, I'll help.
I'm in.
He was the progenitor of human augmentation technology as it's been conceived of in Mankind Divided, in Human Revolution.
Was
I should
he
say.
the character that went to Seraph's office and was like sitting at Seraph's desk?
Yeah, he knows.
was that guy.
He knows, and he walks with a cane.
Yeah.
He can't benefit from augmentation, from the technology he created.
Mm-hmm.
His body rejects it.
Okay.
So
I'm with you.
that's one track. He has just hijacked a plan, essentially, an Illuminati plan, and has done irreparable harm to the public perception of human augmentation technology that ultimately results in the events of Mankind Divided and the rest of the series.
Mhm.
This is the inciting incident. This is why, by the time Deus Ex rolls around, people that are augmented like Adam
Mm-hmm.
are considered relics. It's because all across the world, we just got a little snippet of it.
Yeah.
All across the world, people that had, basically people that were up to date on their firmware,
Yeah.
started beating everyone around them to severe injury or death.
Okay. Now Hugh Darrow decided.
Like by the hundreds of thousands.
So Hugh Darrow decided to.
He made a mistake.
He made a mistake.
He decided that he made a mistake and has fixed it very violently. He found a way to retract
The development of this technology by making it so horrifying in public perspective that.
it falls out of fashion.
Okay. Interesting. So, and the only way he was able to do this was because he got in with this Illuminati plot and
They were going to use it for some other purpose.
some much sneakier, much more tactical, subversive garbage. And then he
Right.
was like, ooh, this is the stunt.
Well, no, what he decided, I think he looked at that and he was like, oh no, it can be used for X. I don't like X. I need to make sure that X can never come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
I need to retract this technology.
Right. And where does Megan come in on this?
Megan,
Was kidnapped by...
for a different reason. She
Okay.
was kidnapped because she was working on technology, on an advancement that had Adam's genetic code at its base.
Mm-hmm.
Jensen, what the hell's going on out there? Broadcast frequencies are going haywire.
Malik, is that you? Where are you?
Coming into visual range of Singapore now. Been in the air since Pritchard first pinged you.
Good
Aw.
timing. I'm heading for a hangar bay to open the roof. I'll need an emergency extraction.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
How
What
does
would
this
this
work
game
if-
be if she was dead?
I was just
I
gonna
love
say.
her. She's my best friend.
I was just gonna ask, like, what? Who does Pritchard come to pick you up himself?
Like on his motorcycle that has one seat.
Hey, Jensen! Looks like you could use some help!
Oh, so happy. Oh,
Oh,
I see the scientist, Jensen. I'm landing nearby. And I think Dr. Reed wants to speak to you. Hang on.
all right. Where is Dr. Reed? There were only 4 people there.
that's all of
Hello?
them.
Adam? We're all fine, but you have to get to Panchaea
Okay.
and stop Hugh.
You and I aren't done with this, Megan.
I know how it looks, but you have to stop the broadcast. I think it's causing the new biochips to overstimulate the vagus nerve, creating terrifying hallucinations.
You mean it's driving augmented people insane?
Yes, and it's up to you to stop it. Use the Leo shuttle. It will take you to Panchaea. Good luck, Adam.
That's a low Earth orbit, if I am interpreting it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not dissimilar to the what?
The Concorde?
Well, I was gonna say what Naked Snake uses at the beginning of Operation Snake Eater.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Virtuous Mission and then Operation Snake Eater.
So Megan was developing stuff that
Wow,
made...
she straight up iced these guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean... They tried to ice her.
Oh wait, no, these guys were already banana boats. See, it says that. And then think. Because they're all augmented and
Oh, yeah, so they were all hallucinating.
were probably contractually obligated to stay up to date on their shots.
Oh.
Okay, so before we jump on the rocket, do you have any other questions? Because we are rapidly approaching the end of the game.
Okay, well, so Megan was developing that thing to make
Augments bind more easily to people.
so you don't need that maintenance medication.
Correct. I think that was the ultimate goal.
Okay. And she was captured because this would also help
Darrow sequence 1, code 1.
Yeah, they were
the weird
probably
supercomputer that they were trying to build out of human women's, right?
that seems most likely.
And she continued to work on it because Darrow was in the program. Why did she continue to work on it? Or will they reveal that later?
Scientific curiosity,
That's not good enough, Megan.
because she was working on it because David Seraph convinced her that it would be beneficial broadly.
Well, yeah, and I think that we were both of that opinion earlier in this game.
And I think that Hugh Darrow changed her mind ultimately. I don't know what she's been working on since. So one of the problems with, I would say, media in general, but like in this game and a little bit in Naomi Hunter in Metal Gear Solid suffers from this, where she's like a master class geneticist.
Yeah.
And then in Metal Gear Solid 5, she also winds up being the world's premier software engineer. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm the best polymath.
By the way, I have 15 PhDs. I'm 22.
This is all I've done, and I've done one a year for my whole life. Since I was 12.
So I think that they might be suffering a little bit from Megan just being perhaps too broadly smart.
Yeah.
Maybe just all of the scientists here, where it's like, well, we got you to do some genetics, but since you're here, could you do some like chemical engineering for us? Or I've got like a tractor out back that's got a kink in it.
Mm-hmm. Can
Okay.
you come fix the tractor?
Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Next episode, we're launching this rocket. Gonna ride it to a conclusion.
That sounds dirty.
Happy Valentine's Day.